Hi there. If you did the quiz and you've identified yourself as the chief, the good news is that when you're balanced and relaxed and stable, you feel grounded, connected to your history, you feel like a part of everything, and you feel strong and courageous. When stressed or threatened or challenged or hurt, there may be a tendency to fall into an inner dialogue or an inner conversation all about not feeling safe, not feeling secure, not feeling stable, and that might be a subtle or an obvious voice. Emotionally, the vulnerability is to fall into patterns of anger and irritation as the first default emotion that you might go to when challenged. And the good news is that none of this is fixed. We have the ability now to use technology, both the technology of the iPad and the spiritual and the emotional technology that is capable of meeting and transmuting these negative inner conversations into positive conversations. And that's basically what the Bookio teaches you, is the steps for how to transform negative thinking into positive thinking, how to meet a lower emotional vibration with awareness, with breath, and with compassion, so that it transforms into its opposite positive possibility. So for the chief, the anger transforms into compassion. The inner conversation of not feeling safe transforms into a positive conversation about knowing your safety and your stability. And just imagine how life would be if there was a consistent functioning from that inner mental conversation and that inner emotional tone of courage and compassion. Not only would our world improve, our relationships would be better, and our physical wellness would improve. The vulnerabilities with the chief are liver, colon problems, constipation, legs and hip problems, lower back problems, immune system disorders, and depression. So these are not small things that we can understand how to strengthen internally through the practices that are shared in the Bookio. Usually what happened for the chief is there may have been some sort of trauma in history that threatened safety, and that threat was perceived to be so real that it became a perception that was ingrained through the neural pathways of the brain, and it was repeated and responded to as if it were true. So there become these trenches in the brain and sort of literal neural pathways that are created that reinforce that perception. The good news about perception is that they can be changed. Although it may not be simple or easy to know how to do that, I've broken it down in this Bookio into doable steps so that it becomes manageable and easy for you to participate in. So I invite you to work with this powerful transformative tool and transmute your vulnerabilities into your strengths, so that you and your friends and your family and the whole world can benefit from you being your best self. Namaste.